Here, just try and picture this for a second. Close your eyes. Imagine a stadium, just electric, absolutely pulsating with life. You can almost feel the roar, tens of thousands of voices all together, and flags, vibrant blue and white, whipping in that humid Kerala air. The sheer energy, it's palpable. This isn't just, a crowd watching a game. It feels like an entire community, a whole state, breathing football. And we're not talking Buenos Aires or Madrid or Milan here. This is Kerala, India. So what we're really diving into today is this event that feels like it's going to be massive, a real cultural moment. We're talking about the anticipated visit of Lionel Messi and the entire World Cup winning Argentina team to Kerala. And look, this is way more than just a couple of football matches, right? It's a dream generations of fans there have waited for. Our mission, really, for this deep dive is to explore that incredible, unique football passion in Kerala. We want to trace the journey, and believe me, it's been a bit bumpy, an emotional roller coaster to actually nail down this visit. We need to understand the Messi magic, why he holds such legendary appeal there. And then look at the bigger picture. What does this mean for India? And yeah, what are the practical hurdles still left? We want to figure out why this event, why this team means so much. There's definitely more here than meets the eye.
It really is fascinating, isn't it? How a single sporting event involving a team from, thousands of miles away, how it can tap into these incredibly deep cultural roots, these aspirations. I think it's just a profound testament to football as a kind of universal language and the sheer power of that shared devotion.
Absolutely. And when we talk about Kerala, it's not just fans in the usual sense. We're talking about a place where football isn't just like a hobby. It genuinely feels like a way of life. I've read about it. You see it everywhere, from dusty village pitches, kids just joyfully kicking anything around, all the way up to packed city stadiums for their own leagues. It feels like a collective identity. It just pulses through the state, sport and life all mixed together.
That's a really important distinction, yeah. For decades now, Keralites have followed global idols with such passion. You see homes, sometimes entire neighborhoods, literally painted with murals of football stars. Families gathering, often late at night because of time zones, glued to screens watching international matches. This isn't just a passing phase, it's a unique, deep-rooted tradition. Decades of devotion.
And to really get the intensity, you have to talk about the Argentina-Brazil rivalry there,
Yeah.
right? Because for people in Kerala, that's not just two teams playing. It's almost, a cultural institution.
Right.
It's like this big, friendly, but intense family argument that spills out everywhere. Tea shops, living rooms, street corners. Understanding that rivalry, that context, is so crucial to grasping the sheer fervor around Messi and Argentina coming. It's not just fandom, it's alive. It's part of the community's actual fabric.
It's a really powerful dynamic. And it perfectly sets the scene for, the whole journey to get this announcement. Because the dream of seeing Messi play on Keralan soil, that's been a long road, a very winding road with plenty of twists.
And what an announcement when it finally came, directly from the AFA, the Argentine Football Association, right, on X.
That's right. The confirmation came straight from them.
Their post was pretty clear. FIFA date for the month of November between 10 and 18 will be played in Luanda, Angola, and Kerala, India. And nailing down the location, Greenfield International Stadium in Thiruvananthapuram. Wow. For so many people, that must have felt like the world finally heard them.
That definitive statement, it landed after nearly a year of what you could only call an emotional roller coaster for the fans. A real up and down ride. The initial hope, it really surfaced back in November 2024. That's when the Kerala sports minister, V. Abdurrahman, first announced they were in talks. He had this really bold vision. I remember him saying something like, generations of football fans have dreamt of watching Messi play in India, and it is finally happening. You could just feel that collective hope catching fire across the state.
But it wasn't exactly a smooth path from that announcement to the confirmation, was it? What were the biggest roadblocks? What almost stopped this whole thing?
Oh, the challenges were very real, quite substantial, actually. We saw financial disputes pop up. There were issues with delayed sponsor payments, scheduling conflicts, all casting real doubt. At one point, there were pretty strong rumors going around that the AFA was thinking about postponing the whole tour, maybe pushing it out to October 2026. And that was just crushing news for everyone so invested in this dream.
Wow, 2026, that's a long wait.
Exactly.
Yet, despite all that, the football community there, they're known for this amazing spirit. They just refuse to give up. I saw it online, social media buzzing, fan groups still planning things, local papers keeping the story front and center.
They really did.
It makes you think, what kind of, devotion allows people to push through all those logistical nightmares, the financial hurdles, just for a dream like this.
That spirit is genuinely remarkable. It tells you volumes, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That this is about more than just the sport. It's about what the sport and maybe its greatest ever player represents to that community.
Which brings us right to Messi himself. What is it about Lionel Messi that sparks this?
Well, it feels almost spiritual, this level of devotion. We all know he's a global icon, obviously. But in Kerala, it seems to go beyond simple fandom. It borders on reverence. From your perspective, what is it? What qualities, what moments have lifted him to that kind of status there?
It's a great question because, yeah, his appeal in Kerala does seem to go beyond just the incredible skill on the pitch. His quiet demeanor, maybe, his dedication, that relentless focus on the game, his knack for delivering in the biggest moments, those qualities seem to resonate deeply in a place where football is almost like a shared language. And then, of course, the 2022 World Cup, finally leading Argentina to glory, that cemented the legend. It was like fulfilling a dream that so many Keralite fans felt was partly their own too. It's more than just admiring an athlete. It feels like it's about shared values, maybe perseverance.
And it's not new, is it? This love for Argentina goes way back.
No, not at all.
People talk about idols like Maradona, Batistuta. They laid the groundwork decades before Messi even showed up. It's a legacy passed down. But this admiration for Messi, it's not just abstract. It shows up in these incredible, visible ways across Kerala. What have we seen that really captures that?
Oh, the tangible stuff is extraordinary. You mentioned the reports from 2022. Entire neighborhoods painted sky blue and white during the World Cup. Just amazing dedication. And then there's that statue. A 10-meter statue of Messi standing proudly by a riverside in one village.
10 meters.
10 meters. What does that even signify? It's more than admiration. It's like local identity. It's aspiration. It's almost myth-making.
Wow.
And that passion, that vibrant, almost family connection with a team thousands of miles away, that's what's going to fill the Greenfield Stadium. It'll transform it from a place mostly known for cricket into, a proper footballing cathedral for those nights.
And that transformation of the stadium, of Kerala itself, it points to something bigger, doesn't it? Because this visit, it isn't just about one event in one state. It could be this sort of double delight for India, with potentially huge ripple effects across the country.
Absolutely. The whole story gets bigger. Messi's visit to Kerala, that seems like it might just be part one. We're hearing reports, pretty strong ones, that he's expected to do a separate standalone tour across India later that year, December 12th to 15th, 2025.
So potentially 2 months of Messi in India, November and December.
Potentially, yeah. It's looking like quite the extended Indian odyssey.
And this wider tour sounds ambitious. Stops planned in Kolkata, Mumbai, Ahmedabad, New Delhi. You can imagine the diplomatic side, too. Maybe a meeting with Prime Minister Modi in Delhi. That would elevate the whole thing even further.
Definitely. And then there's the buzz, you see it all over social media, about a potential meeting between Messi and Virat Kohli. Just imagine, the dream encounter for so many fans, these two absolute giants of global sport, bridging India's two biggest sporting area, loves cricket and football.
That would be incredible.
Yeah, it's still speculation, unconfirmed, but it shows you the level of cultural significance we're dealing with here.
And beyond the kind of celebrity angles, there's a real economic and social ripple effect expected, right? I mean, you hear about tourism boosting for Kerala, hotels, restaurants, local businesses getting ready, even seeing Messi tour packages advertised already. But deeper than that, just seeing Messi play live, that could spark dreams for countless young kids playing football. Maybe lead to more investment in pitches, in grassroots coaching. It's not just about the ticket money for the matches, it's that future inspiration.
And if you connect that to the bigger picture, it's not just sports. It becomes about cultural exchange, it's economic opportunity, it's potentially inspiring a whole nation. The ripple effect, if it all comes together, could be really substantial, going far beyond just the games themselves.
So, okay, what does this all mean for people in Kerala right now, looking towards November 2025? It feels like this huge excitement, obviously, but maybe mixed with a bit of, well, we'll believe it when we see it, especially with public money involved. Because, despite the euphoria, there is still some skepticism lingering, isn't there? Because of past disappointments, things not quite coming off as promised.
That skepticism is completely understandable, I think. The road to actually getting this visit confirmed was rocky. We saw those logistical hurdles, the financial questions. They nearly derailed it more than once. And I remember that controversy back in 2024. Claims surfaced that the sports minister, V. Abdurrahman, had supposedly spent, 1.3 million rupees? About 15,000 US dollars.
Right, taxpayer money.
Yeah, supposedly on a trip to Spain to invite Messi. Now, state officials strongly denied those claims, dismissed them. but it highlights that public concern, the scrutiny that comes when significant public funds might be involved in an event this huge.
And it touches on that bigger debate, doesn't it? Balancing this incredible passion for sport with, well, economic realities. I read something about Kerala's reliance on electricity imports, costing the state, what, over 100 billion rupees a year? That's like 1.3 billion US dollars.
Yes, it's significant cost.
Which is a huge chunk of the state budget. So it naturally raises questions about where you put resources, grand events versus, say, other pressing needs. It's this fascinating tension, isn't it, between that intangible pride, the community's dream, and the very real, very tangible development needs. How does a government thread that needle?
That's exactly the heart of it. The minister, Abdurrahman, he emphasizes the potential boost for tourism, putting Kerala on the global sports map. Great opportunities. But critics will argue, often quite reasonably, that investments of this scale need careful weighing against more direct societal benefits, schools, healthcare, infrastructure. It really comes down to how you measure the return. Is it purely economic, or is there significant cultural value too? Both are valid points, but finding the right balance is complex.
So all eyes on November 2025, making sure everything actually happens smoothly. The anticipation is definitely building. And one of the big unknowns still floating around is, who will Argentina actually play?
Right, the opponents are still TBC.
Could it possibly be Brazil? Imagine that. Rekindling that epic rivalry, but on Indian soil, that would just amplify everything.
That would be the ultimate dream matchup for many, yes.
Or maybe an Asian powerhouse? Japan? South Korea?
Whoever the opponent turns out to be, the general feeling I'm seeing, especially online, is this kind of cautious optimism, but laced with incredible excitement. You see fans sharing really heartfelt messages, predictions, things like, Thiruvananthapuram is about to become the football capital of India. It really captures that spirit. A community right on the edge of seeing this decades-long dream come true.
And that's exactly it, isn't it? The meaning here goes so far beyond just the 90 minutes on the pitch. It's about a state's absolute love for the game. It's about a community showing incredible resilience through all the setbacks. And it's about national pride, too, hosting a genuine global icon like Messi and the World Cup winners. It really is a testament to the power of a dream when it's shared by millions.
Ultimately, yet this whole deep dive really shows us how one single event can wrap up so much. History, economics, identity, and just that pure, simple, unadulterated joy of watching beautiful football. It's a really powerful example of how global sport can connect with and genuinely inspire local communities in such profound ways.
So as we wrap this up, it really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What does it actually take for a community's collective dream, fueled by that kind of unwavering passion, to finally break through and become reality on a global stage? And thinking forward, how might an event like this actually redefine what's possible for sports in India? Not just hosting big names, but maybe boosting the grassroots, the future of the beautiful game itself. The countdown to November 2025 is well and truly on. And while we just can't wait to see how this incredible dream unfolds,